Jennies Volleyball wraps up a week with a 3-0 record with wins over Missouri Southern, SBU, and their road trip up to Lindenwood. Here with head coach Flip Piontek. Coach, we saw you guys against SBU and Southern here at home. Give us a recap of the game at St. Charles against the Lions.
Oh, okay. I felt like when we got the whistle blew for the beginning of the first game at St. Charles, I felt like we were still on the bus. The way the schedule is written, the way it fell out this year, we were gone for a long time, and I thought we handled being on the road very well. Then we were home for a long time, and I thought we handled being home very well. And then when we got off the bus at Lindenwood, I thought we were completely lost. And you could tell, the coaches, we forgot a couple of things that we normally do. We're scrambling right before we get on the bus to make sure everything's, we hadn't been on the road in so long, and that's how our team played. We played very tentatively. We played like we were lethargic, and I know we weren't, but that's just how it looked. And I thought Lindenwood really played well the first game, and it just took everything we had just to even score a point. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it just was a snowballing effect of horribleness.
Got another road trip coming up this week as well with Northwest Missouri. After that, you turn home for senior night against Missouri Western on Friday. Give us a little preview, I guess, first off the road trip to Northwest, what you're going to expect there, and then...
I really felt like last week, I felt like the intensity level of the matches increased every day we were playing. Missouri Southern were struggling so bad. When you place a team that's 0-24, we prepared as much for them as any other team, and I felt it was unfair to them almost. But for us, then SBU and then Lindenwood, they each gave us increasing level of challenge. And that's going to be very important because this week I think that intensity level increases for each match.
Right.
Okay? Northwest Missouri is playing very well right now. They've changed their offense a little bit. The offense, I think, fits their personnel very good. And so they're going to give us everything we want on Wednesday up there. It'll be a terrific volleyball match. Their tall left-handed player is doing a terrific job. They have a young setter now that's playing and doing what the coach wants. So it's really, they're playing very well. So that'll be a great match on Wednesday. Senior night, there's always so much emotion involved in senior night that you never know exactly what to expect. Historically, our players have treated it very well, and we try to separate the senior night activities from the game, but it's a hard thing to do that.
Yeah.
And I think the hardest part of this week will be that turnaround from senior night, trying to go on the road to play a Truman team that is, they're playing as good as anybody in our conference right now in terms of after they left here and the loss to us, which was a tough 5-game match, which I felt like we were lucky to be at home. They haven't lost since. And so they've gone on the road, they've beat Nebraska Kearney at Kearney, they've beat everybody they played, so they're playing very well. And that match, again, another road match. So I'm really happy that we got the Lindenwood match out of the way. We'll be on the road Wednesday, and so hopefully by the time we get to Saturday, we'll be back in that mode where we can travel better. And it's just a mental thing more than anything else, being able to handle, not being in the comfort of the multi, because the multi, on that match Friday night with that pep band in here, that was a terrific environment.
Yeah.
And I think our players like the environment that we have here that we've tried to create. And so then when you leave, Lindenwood was very different. It was a very different environment. So I hope that helped us for this week.
On senior night, we're going to be honoring 4 of your players, Brady Peniston, Hillary McCormick, Lisa Moore, and Jamie Hayworth. What have those 4 in particular meant to your program overall the last 4 years?
For me, the more time a player spends in the program, the more I think they buy into the things that we try to teach them here. And so for me, you would think that Brady means more to me than Lisa, but she doesn't, because both of those players have been here for 5 years, and they both put in the time. And in terms of the trust that I give to the players, they've earned. And so for them, their involvement, that's 10 years of play that's gone, okay? That would be very difficult to lose, and it would be different. Lisa's going to get some more playing time, and as she gets more playing time now at the end of the season, I think she's earned it. But she's never been a player who was concerned with herself. She's always done what we've asked her to do, and so for 5 years, she's toiled and given what we've asked her to give. And so now, I think the benefit for her is that she's playing, but I don't think it makes any difference to her. I think it's just part of what she's supposed to do as a teammate. She's a terrific teammate, as is Brady, okay? Hillary, she's new to our program. She's only been here really for last fall and this fall. and she had a spring with us. In terms of when I watch Hillary, the difference between this year and last year and how much she's enjoying playing volleyball, I think that's why we like to have people like her who've had a bad experience at other schools, who can come in and see that volleyball can be fun while she can still be a student. She's getting her graduate work done, so it will be very, very fun for us to have. Another player that I'll miss very dearly is Jamie. You know, she redshirted, so she's really only a junior, but her career field opportunities open up in January.
Right.
So for her, she's graduating in December and she's going on, and that's you really want them to do that. And as much as you hate to lose her leadership and her ownership in the team, you know, what she's doing for the rest of her career will take priority when she's done with volleyball. So for us, although we hate to see her go, she's a senior in school, not in volleyball, but for us, we're going to include her in the activities because she's been as much a part of this team as anybody else for the last 4 years. So we'll be happy. There'll be 4 tough kids to replace.
Yeah. All right, after the road trip Wednesday night up in Northwest, senior night Friday against Missouri Western here at 7 o'clock in the multi.
Okay.
Coach, thanks.